Alright guys, so this is my code. Yeah, so now I will host my server. Right, so the thing will be hosted at localhost 3000, and then I already host a simple chat HTML over here. So once I open it HTTP localhost 3000/chat slash it's chat because I host it as this chat and chat. Yep, so this is the thing. So let me show you the result. So let me open a few tabs so that all can be shown together. Right, so so as you can see, it's okay. Right, as you can see, I opened the tree chat with different ID where I pre-allocated a random ID for each of them. So when each of them actually join, then it will prompt, like let's say, alright, so if I enter, you can see everyone's chat will have one line of the B94IH have joined the global chat. So yeah, let me continue to do the demonstration. So this, when I say hi, my name is SR Chong, right, so everyone will see my name and from my ID. Yeah, either is this, similar with this, and hi, I am SR number 2. Yep, so as you can see, everyone get the message. So now, hi, I am SR3. Right, okay, so this is the basic chat app. So this A, B, A, B, A. Right. So this is the thing. Let me try to make things as fast as possible. Experiment. Right, as you can see, because it's served on localhost, so the speed is quite fast. So this is the mechanism I actually use in all of my projects. So I think I'm quite familiar with the structure. Right. Same goes to the other chat. Right. Right. So now let me explain on the infrastructure a bit. So in general, because this is just a simple what do you call this, simple chat app, and that is only using the WebSocket. So basically the MVC model is very minimal. So basically I just use the config to set up my everything, and controller. Basically the controller is just to check something, but doesn't use that much. But anyhow, let me explain one by one. So at first I would initialize my server at the real-time WebSocket. The path is real-time WebSocket. So after that, in my server.js, I will initialize my server. Yeah, this is my structure. So, and this config server. So I will first open a connection so everyone can connect into me. So whenever there's a connection, what I first do will be sent to this auth. So this auth is a middleware that checks the security. So in my case, I actually send the authentication key by using the queries. So in here I just use this simple method to get my parameters from the queries. So the queries actually looks like this, right? So this is the query, looks like this. So let me go back to my auth, and yeah, basically I just take this auth key token. So to check, verify the JWT, because this token is in JWT secret. So if I verify this JWT is true, then I let it pass. Or else I will say invalid token. Please refresh. So if people want to connect into the WebSocket that I hosted, they have to provide me a valid what do you call this? The JWT token, or else they won't be able to access the WebSocket. All right. So yeah. So I can let you see an example. So if I change my token in my HTML, right, to ASD, which obviously is a wrong what do you call this, wrong authentication key. So I will rehost my server, and right, you can see this is the what you call it, localhost chat. So it's not authenticate. Yeah, you can send anything. Yeah, invalid token. In this case, I didn't do the alert for unauthorized, but yeah, it should be done. But anyhow, yeah, you can see no message is sent into the server, right? So if I undo this and I rehost the server, so this token is basically hard coded. Yeah. So if I change back and I refresh, yes, authorized. I've joined the server. Yeah, right. So right. So now let me just adjust my screen a little bit so that you can see the thing. Okay. Right. So let's continue into my WebSocket. So the WebSocket, after the authentication, yeah. So if error or failed, and then I show the error code that you see just now, the invalid token, right? So yeah. So client connected, awaiting client ID is just a console log that shows me, yeah. Right. Let me show you again. So if once I refresh the chat, I basically reconnect to my WebSocket, right? So you see, yeah, with a new ID, which is 08MTP, right? So this is the mechanism. So basically, the concept in my WebSocket is general. I need to register. So this register in a general approach is actually authentication to my WebSocket. So in this case, I just let it pass, because or else I have to put in a lot of security prevention over here, such as header or JWT or client ID or such is inside here. But I just keep it by hard-coded my authentication key in my queries. Yeah. So this is the first part. If I pass in the register, I will perform the authentication. So the second part will be the subscribe. So this is the mechanism to let users subscribe to the same topic. Like in this case, everyone is subscribed to a topic called global chat, which I will show you later. So the publish is actually the send. So if I send, I will actually trigger this thing and send the whole thing that includes these topics, because one user can actually subscribe to multiple different topics. In this case, they are just subscribed to global chat, but in a real life case, they can actually subscribe to many chat, or even other functions. Just the topic, if you set, you can publish to them, as long as you so the next one will be unsubscribe. The unsubscribe will be unsubscribe from the topic. So and list of subscription is, if I say list of subscribe with the client ID, then I will get the client's subscribe topic. All right. So this pong is just basically to handle the ping pong and keep the connection alive, as I mentioned here. All right. So the close is on close. I just, when the client close their I just delete their WebSocket. This is the best practice approach, so that your server won't accumulate too much of server. And on error, the error actually needs to delete the client as well, but in this case I just console what error, see what error is thing. So in this case, I need to this function is to validate my JSON, because all my all my payload actually use the JSON. So if you see the JSON, I have to validate. If it's not, then I will straight say invalid JSON format. I will return my client invalid JSON format. Alright. So so basically this is it. The ping pong is basically every 30 seconds I will keep this alive, because as we all know that WebSocket actually disconnects after a certain idle time, so I have to keep them alive. So supposedly the front end have to have a reconnect mechanism as well, but in this case I just skip, because because localhost, you can't actually you rarely find the disconnect session unless you put it like over for 2 hours, right? So so if the connection is closed, then I will clear the interval. The interval is just the ping pong interval. Alright, this is just a best practice. If you open an interval, you have to close, right? So so controller have nothing. This is just normal that I used to test. Model is nothing as well. So so server is as easy as just initialize the server, the WebSocket server. So I will explain this HTML a bit, right? So in general, this is just a normal HTML. I just basically scroll through. I will send you the GitHub link for this whole project if you want to check for the code, right? And then I will definitely put it as public. So like you see the body, the background, and anonymous chat, and then your ID. Then when the ID is randomized, when you refresh, this is the part where the ID is shown. So like I said just now, the authentication token is hard coded, so it's here, right? Or else I have to have a login and login and password. Alright, so this is my WebSocket URL, and previously I passed in the token as my auth key. Alright, this is the hard code part lah. Right, so the ID is generated randomly. Alright, so without any payload and a header. So now this is just a HTML method to initiate the WebSocket. Right, so that this WebSocket can can be connected to my initialized WebSocket server, which is this, which is this one that I hosted, right? So let me go back to chat. Alright, so on this WebSocket, when it's connect, it's called on open, right? So when it's open, the connection is open, it shows connected to WebSocket, which is over here, right? Connect to WebSocket. And after I connect to WebSocket, I have to register the message like I said just now, the authentication. And it will be sent to JSON stringify register message, right? So this register message is actually the authentication part. You can pass in more signature or the encrypted payload inside, so that to enhance the security. All right. So yeah, basically it's just send, and yeah, I haven't do any block activity over here, so it can be very freely done as per request. Yeah. So subscribe message is the second one. I have to subscribe to a specific topic. So in this, I will say type equals to subscribe, and I want to subscribe to a topic called global chat, so that everyone that opens this HTML will actually subscribe to a topic called global chat. Yeah, after they register with their client ID. Okay, so yeah, at the same time I have to pass in my client ID as well. Suppose this is the JWT, but in this case I just use hard-coded random constant ID. Yeah, so this is the type, the subscribe. So I will send the JSON stringify subscribe message, and this is the subscribe message. All right, so this is just a mechanism for me to test. So after the subscribe message, once again I will send type publish. I will send a hello, but in this case I just strike off, so that it will send hello. It's just, this hello is just a test mechanism for me to do the CSS. Yeah. So this is the on message event, means whenever I subscribe to a topic, all the topic will be sent to this. Yeah. So the global chat message, because I subscribe to that topic, because I subscribe to the topic, I will receive the topic message. All right. So yeah. So you see, because I send the message to the topic. Okay. So this topic actually will receive, the other user that subscribe to this topic will actually receive the same content as well. All right. Okay. So now basically I think this is quite straightforward, because it's just send message mechanism. So when I press this button, it will actually triggers this. All right. So this is the message input. The message input is actually the text box, this text area. Yeah. Right. So I have added the, what do you call this? I've added the I've added this. So whenever I press enter, it will automatically send. This is just user experience things. So if I take away, I can press enter. The enter won't works, but the enter will actually creates a blank line, and yeah. Right. So the display message. The display message. Okay, the display message is actually a hybrid of HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So you can see why it's so long over here is just because I have to do some design over here, right? So if the message have the content where the other two types doesn't have, like register don't have the content and subscribe doesn't have a content, only send message have the content. So yeah, this is only for the type equals to publish. I can actually use type equals to publish as well, but anyhow, yeah. So if the client ID equals to constant ID, I actually put them as self message, because if what I receive is equals to my own ID, it's actually my own message, right? So they have a different design, which is this blue color one, and if the other person have the other message, right? Yeah, this is the other design, which is the if, the else over here. Yeah, if it's not me, if it's the other user, what happened is I will actually do the add the class call message into them. So this is just a normal HTML CSS thing lah. So if you want, you can check back to the style that's over here. Yeah. So the message style is just over here. This is the font, this is the self message. Yeah, this is all the class for CSS, right? So this is the registration. So after the register, oh, I'm authorized. Yeah, this is the authorized thing. Okay, so the subscribe is the after I've subscribed or other users subscribe, you can see if I subscribe, I can join this global chat. Right. Then yeah, then the other person join subscribe to any the global chat topic, it will be sent to here as well as a join global chat topic. Right. So in general, this is the assignment that you requested. So any question, you can just message me. I'm programmer never sleep, I think. But anyhow, my site here is Malaysia, and yeah. So the time is +8. I believe your time now is +11. I'm not sure, but yeah. I suppose the time difference should not affect our work. So yes, this is it. Thank you.